in the finale, the ER finally starts, things start to die down a bit following the shooting event. Langdon and Robby have their long-awaited confrontation outside. Langdon doubles down on his argument that he's not an addict. Can you talk me through kind of filming that scene with Noah? I know you posted, I think, the other day, a photo of what I think is you guys hugging it out after filming, I would assume.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it was incredible. As soon as we finished that scene was my last thing for the season. It was the last thing
Mm.
we shot, and it was a nighttime exterior, and so everybody was on location. And as soon as we wrapped it, Noah just turns to me and like gives me this big hug, and like everybody like circles up, and John Wells comes in and like gives me a hug, um and it was just, yeah, it was pretty life affirming. It was pretty amazing.
And, obviously, I'm not asking spoilers here, but do you have any indication of where things are going to go with Langdon next season at this point? I know season two is happening, but as far as what you know,
I don't, and I think that's for
which
the
I think
best.
is better for this.
I think it's for the best because I'm terrible at keeping a secret. So
Yeah.
uh I have no idea what happens, but Scott is really good. Scott Gimel, the showrunner, is really good at what he does. And so I can't wait to see what he has in mind.
Now, obviously, Langdon doesn't do much to win favor with Santos when he returns. I think he maybe had an opportunity where he could try and pull her aside and do something, and that's not what happens. Things kind of think get even more tense, and other people start to realize it. How do you think Langdon could or should navigate that relationship in particular going forward?
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be a really interesting thing to navigate because I think there's obviously there's a number of ways in which Langdon was in the wrong. Um, and I think to what degree can he take ownership over that and learn from that, will be interesting to see. But I also think like uh, his job and career and life as he knows it has been completely uh, derailed
Yeah.
by her, and so that would require a big slice of humble pie. Um,
Yeah.
so so I that it'll be a really interesting thing to unpack going forward.
And I know you said you didn't know that the whole drug storyline was going to happen when you signed on for the show. Just how was it for you to maybe see the viewer reaction to Santos and Langdon shift after the drug reveal? Because I think people felt a certain way about Santos before, and then by the end of the season, I think a lot of viewers are coming around to her side and like, oh, maybe we were, or maybe we were wrong. We were definitely wrong about it.
Yeah, I just think I think Scott Gimel, the showrunner, it was just a master stroke in how he built this season. Like Langdon is the guy that everybody likes. He's fun.
Yeah.
He's fun. He's a good time. Um, and we want to root for him because he makes things fun. And then Santos comes in and is kind of the naysayer and is kind of brash, weirdly kind of in a similar way that Langdon is brash.
Yeah.
But for some reason that it's off-putting over here, whereas it's charming over here. Um, and then yeah, and then it turns out that I think the audience was rooting for Langdon to be right, and sort of like then whenever it turned out that Santos was telling the truth, I think there's rightfully a bit of self-interrogation that everyone has to do
Yeah.
as to why. Why why couldn't we believe this? And I think my dream is that if you go back and you rewatch the season, you'll see like the signs are there. Um,
Yeah.
you know,
You
um,
can pick up on them if you're paying attention.
yeah. So I think the discourse around all of it is really interesting, and a lot of it, some of it's more intelligent than others, but I think the fact that there is such a rich conversation going on around this dynamic is amazing and is a real testament to the way Scott wrote it.